Are y'all ready? Okay, first of all, I'm extremely proud of our team, the way they fought. We were right there in the middle of it in the fourth quarter against one of the best teams in the country. Just proud of the way we fought. Defensively, played really our best game. We got a little worn down towards the end. We lost some guys, and give them credit. That's one of the best offenses in the country. And then defensively, they're a challenge. They were mixing things up, daring us to throw the football. The last drive, I was real proud of our guys in that moment to go down there, and obviously we came up short with a 2-point conversion. But overall, like I told our kids, I'm extremely proud. This wasn't the same team that played against Kansas, and I'm proud of our coaches and I'm proud of our players. We're disappointed we didn't win. We were right there and had an opportunity. I think everybody saw that, but in the big picture, I think we got a good football team. We'll finish strong now. I will promise you that. But right now we're disappointed. And give them credit, and I think that's one of the better teams in the country. And our guys fought toe-to-toe till the end on their home field. Questions?
To be in position to win the game there with that 2-point try, what was the intent of the play to go into Xavier?
Yeah, it's a play that we've worked, all the way back in fall camp. We felt really good about it. Obviously, when a play like that doesn't work, you get questions. But at the time, we felt really good about it. We'd used one of our other 2-point plays on a third down and goal. We had another option to run it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. That's what we felt, and I give them credit. They made the play.
This is the third game you guys had a lead or been in the game late in the game, but you guys weren't able to finish. What's kind of the message for you to your team to get over the hump, maybe?
We really separated that. Obviously everybody knows those last 3 games. I wasn't happy. No one was happy. This is really the first game of the second half of the season. That's the way we're looking at it, and we're going to finish this thing strong. They're disappointed, there's no doubt, but they also know that we played toe-to-toe with one of the best, if not the best. We'll see. That team will be in the conversation then, I promise you that. So, that's the way we're looking at it.
Earlier this week, you talked about the reset. How much of that reset did you see come to fruition?
Yeah, it was night and day. It was just a different kind of energy. I think Addison coming down the sidelines was really good for that. And we got JRP back too. And, he's not 100%. Y'all saw that. There's a couple of those runs. If he was healthy, he probably would have broke. But, he's a difference maker when he's on the field for us too. And, but.
What do you feel like was the difference in OU's running game, your run defense, in the fourth quarter versus the first?
Yeah, we had a couple of our guys go down. This is no excuse, but I think we had 13 guys that had to get IVs this morning, so we're kind of under the weather. But, we got a few injuries and lost a couple defensive guys, but they're really good. Give them credit.
You guys can't talk about Dylan's game and also your defense's ability to get 3 sacks. Oklahoma's been really good in pass rush.
Yeah, we tried to switch up our looks, and I think Addison did a good job with that. Our guys did a good job trying not to know what ran, and we tried to attack some of their protections, but it's got to be like 3rd and 7+ because they're so good at running the football with the RPOs. But our guys, we got after him some and tried to keep him off balance, but he's a really good player.
Gus, did you limit your JRP's ability today at all? Because it looked like at times he was a little stiff in that leg.
They honestly they were taking a lot of his run game away with how soft they were. They were popping a guy. They were playing really, really wide, and sometimes they mesh charge. They mix some things up, but you can see he's not quite 100%, but. He's a battler, and I think each week he'll get healthier.
Defense struggled big time 2 weeks ago at Kansas. Talk more about their effort and what you saw out there today from those guys.
We went back to the basics, like I said. We just went back to day 1, day 2. We did, I don't know how many, 5, 6 racks of old school inside in the off week and leading up to, and just commitment that we're going to stop the run. And, they did that.
Encouraged by what you see. Is a moral victory in this?
I'm not, honestly. I'm one of those guys, I'm not much into moral victories. I think you got to put everything in perspective with what this team has went through. And you saw a different team today than you saw the last 3 weeks. That's what I'm proud of. And our guys fought, and they got better. Most teams in college football will not get better the second half. the challenge is we've got to be one of those teams and finish this thing on a high note, and I know we can.
Gosh, you said you had 13 players with IV.
Yeah.
Is it a flu? What can you say about
Yeah,
that?
it was a little bit of a flu. It just kind of hit. You know, JR was one of those. You know, JRP. You know, last night didn't make the meeting, so he had to go to sleep. And IV, like, it was just one of those things going around. You know, we got some coaches same way, but you know, that's part of it. But they didn't let it bother them. They just went with it.
And you said you don't believe in moral victories, but to take it down, number 6 team in the nation in their house, to have an opportunity to tie the game at the end. What does this say about your football team?
Yeah. It says we're capable of being a really good team. That's what it says. And like I said in my opening statement, the thing that I'm just so proud of those guys. I mean, went through, you know, college football, you know, the social media and the negativity can really weigh on young kids, programs and all that. They read it. These guys, they put it aside and they battled. And like I said, we'll finish strong, but I'm just proud of the guys.
Guys, back to the 2-point play. I know it just happened, but is anything wrong with the execution, or did they just really defend that
They did
well?
a pretty good job. You know, it's kind of one of those deals at goal line quarters. You throw it out there, you want them to come up. There's a little window. You know, we practiced it. I mean, that's one of our staple plays that we probably practiced 20 or 30 times. Obviously, it's man. You got a chance to run the thing in, but they played like a goal line quarters. They played a pretty good deal. The guy got it in his face. It was running left. It was just hard for him to get it to. So, give them credit.
Can you expand a little bit more on the rush defense and what they showed? Did they show you
Yeah,
anything that you did?
yeah. We really simplified things. Is what we did, and simplified things. We had 2 linebackers in the box the majority of the time, and you know, they're really good at running the football.
I mean, their rush defense.
No,
What
their
did they
rush defense. Yeah, they popped the bear a lot. First of all, they're really good. You know, I think that's one of the better probably defenses in the country is what I would say, just from what I've seen. I know it's the best we've faced. But they popped. They did some different things. I mean, their coaches, you know, Venables is really good. But at the same time, I mean, I hadn't really looked at the stats, but I mean, they held us to, 150 yards rushing. We knew we were going to have to run the football to be successful and do that, but we also threw for 248. That last drive, I'm real proud of our guys. That last drive, that's hard to do against a defense like that to give us a chance.
Gus, you mentioned their defense in Brent. What is it that makes, I guess, his defense so hard to go against?
Yeah, well, he's really good, but when he's got really good players, he's one of the best, and he's got really good players. I mean, we knew that on film. I mean, you turn the film on, it doesn't take you long. Like, you know, the linebackers are good, the defensive line is good, their safeties, and they mix things up, put it that way, and they make you do a lot of progression things. It's hard to scheme them up.
Do you see a national championship contender?
No, I would say they'll have a chance.
What do you think about Dylan Gabriel, and were you able to talk with him before?
No, I
or
wasn't.
after
I'm
the
gonna
game?
try to find him before we go, but I got a lot of respect for him, and he's really good.
Time for
Gus,
one more.
Was there an explanation from the officials on that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the 86-yard touchdown?
No, I guess we had a celebration. I didn't see it. I just know that we had to kick off from the 20-yard line, and then they had a field goal right before. You know, so you know we got to do better. I mean, bottom line. I mean, we need to hand the ball to the official. Let's go back and not kick off from the 20-yard line, and that was one of the disappointing things. But no, I didn't get an explanation.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.